Happy Sunday. How you doing? I tell you, man, I slept fucking good last night. I'm watching the replay of the Yankees-Dodgers game on ESPN this morning now. I missed it last night. I was talking with Will again right after I did my Uncle Brian lift the video. He says, hey, you and Billy gonna watch the game? I said, no. She went over to one of her friends' house. That was not gonna be any fun last night. I was on my couch with my dad, yeah. I ended up having two more Uncle Brian lifters. And I turned on the TV. In fact, Jeopardy was on. I like watching that once in a while. I saw Jeopardy started. I'll finish watching this. I think that it's going to end like at 8. And I'll switch over to the game. I'm not really that big on baseball like I used to be. Maybe because we got our Red Sox and they suck. They're not worth watching, you know. But baseball in general, game takes too long for my liking. I will watch it once in a while, but not something I really go out of my way to watch. You know, I know Will and his wife love their fucking Yankees. And anyway, before I even turned TV on this one, I looked at it. They lost again. They're down 2 games to the Dodgers. That damn Al Bundy is killing them, man. So I says, yeah, when this is over, I'll watch it. But then when it ended, I went to the channels and my Celtics are on. In fact, the game was already a half hour in. I started watching the Celtics. I don't even think I made it to halftime. I was fast fucking asleep, man. And this TV here, you know, you can set a timer, half hour up to 2.5 hours. But even without the timer, if the TV, there's no activity, any channel changing, volume, whatever, in 3 hours it was off all by itself. You know, it's like a built-in timer thing. And at times I've been watching something for a long time and a message comes up. Are you still watching? You click yes. If you click no, then the timer counts down. The TV shuts off in 30 seconds. It's a 70-inch 4K. I tell you, man, I had rear projection at one time, you know, bigger screens, like 50-inch. Rear projection's got a pretty good picture. The problem is the mirror in the back with the lights, especially had all the smoking at the time. You got smoke and dust. The picture gets cloudy. You got to get to clean that mirror and pain in the ass. I had plasma, that was good. LCD, that was good. But this 4K is fucking great. Just my own preference, you know, based on the different ones I've had. I love this 4K. But not everything is broadcast in 4K, only certain things. Personally, I can't really tell much of a difference between the regular high def and the 4K. Certain things you can tell a little bit of a difference. You know, it's more vibrant. Anyway, enough about that. And I woke up this morning. And my dad here on the couch. I look around. I go look in the bedroom. Auntie Billy's in bed sleeping. So when she got up, she says, man, you were out. I said, yeah. She says, yeah. I got in from Stephanie's house around 10:30. You're on the couch. I went over, hey, Brian tried to wake you up. You kind of went, yeah. I just let you fucking sleep, shut off the light, and went to bed. So anyway, that's how I slept. My shoulders are sore though, man. My shoulders are fucking sore. Anyway, today I got some things to do. Some vacuuming, cleaning up. Get furniture back where it should be. Things are moved out of the way. Every time we get to a certain section of the fucking ceiling, nothing will be under it. We needed to get the 2 6-foot, step ladders in there. And anyway, I just got to get things back where they should be. A lot of vacuuming and dusting and cleaning up to do. She's got to go into work this morning at 11. And I'm going to do a little something. I was inspired by Jabba, hearing about how he whipped up 2 of the best tasting hockey pucks that mankind has ever seen on a filthy fucking stove all full of grease splatter in a room, I did see something. I did get to see a little bit of it. When I jumped on here, I checked a few messages, that I got some comments. And a video was up by one of those guys. I guess he recorded it. His kitchen, what he told me was the truth. The top of the stove, all fucking grease splatter. And I have to assume that was already there for a long time before he started whipping up those 2 hockey pucks. Those things looked fucking horrible. Like all fucking black and burnt in the fucking center of the stovetop, all grease splatter. You know, the counters, the floor, shit all over the fucking floor. You know, I got these here. I love string cheese. I was pigging out on string cheese last night. Ate 3 of them. It's like taking these string cheese things and just throwing them on the fucking floor. And stepping all over them and kicking them around as you're walking around the floor. Shit was all over the floor. Seriously, the Board of Health would condemn that kitchen. They probably condemned the whole fucking house and condemned the fucking property outside for attracting vermin and rat infestation and all that filth and trash where they like to hide. They burrow, they breed, you know. Oh yeah, he was right, you know. Then again, you know, normally people would tell you something like that. You say, oh, they're exaggerating. No, when it comes to Jabba, no, it's no exaggeration. It's fucking accurate. He's a fucking filthy pig, a slob. No fucking class. No fucking class. I watched a little bit of it. You know, I'm glad you put that up. I got to see it. In fact, in a way, I wish I hadn't seen it. How anybody can live like that is beyond me. How anybody, and then he's showing it off. He's putting the burger in the fucking camera. Oh, look at that. That's when he's talking about, you know, he's a executive chef. And what's next for him? He's going to talk about he was offered a job on Discovery, you know, to be a master chef to compete against Chef Ramsay. He knows how to yell at people too, like Chef Ramsay. Jabba can blow his fucking mental meltdowns, pull his temper tantrums and start yelling at people and shit the way Chef Ramsay does. Be some competition, you know. So anyway, today I got some things to do. And it got me thinking, maybe Uncle Brian's going to do some cooking. When he's asking people if they want him to start a cooking channel. Okay. Uncle Brian's going to make something today. I'm going to time it out. In fact, I'm going to finish my coffee here. And I'll get started a little early. So I'm going to do some cooking a little early so it'll be ready in time. So for lunch, Auntie Billy doesn't have to... You know, the hospital cafeteria food isn't really that bad. But because it's hospital food, you know what it's like? They don't use any spices, no salt, no pepper, no onion, it's very bland. And that's how it is in the cafeteria. You know, you got salt and pepper shakers on the table. But it's not the same as when it's cooked with it. When you're just putting it on top. It's not quite the same. For me, anyway. You know. So, I'm going to make a shepherd pie. She likes that. I like it too. And I got 2 pounds of ground beef. 80% lean. Mashed potatoes. You know, a hamburger, the layer of hamburger. And that's when I'll add salt, pepper. When it's cooking in a skillet, which it will be going into a clean skillet that doesn't have leftover grease and slime in it from the previous time it was used. And that'll be on a clean stovetop without any grease splatter or food residue from the previous time the stove was used. It'll be going on a clean stovetop in a clean pan. We'll be eating it on clean dishes too. Jabba uses fucking paper plates too. I caught part of that on that guy's video, putting on a paper plate. Uncle Brian's left the hangover, man. You know, from not smoking cigarettes in about a year now. I lift the weekends, man. I feel it. I really do. Sometimes I think about how the fuck was I able to smoke almost 2 packs a day for a while? Before that was a pack a day for many years. I don't know how I was able to do that and still fucking breathe. You know, salt, pepper, garlic, onion. You know, corn, lyric corn. Mashed potatoes. One thing, I cannot stand instant potatoes. I will not eat instant potatoes. I go to the work of peeling potatoes. I get russets, peeling them, cooking them, and mashing them with a little milk, butter, salt, pepper on top. Then I take a little bit of butter, And the potatoes are still hot when I put that top layer on. It's hot. When I put it in a pan about that deep, it's nice thick pieces. Pan about this big, like this, like that. And while it's hot, I take butter and I spread it all over the top. It melts it. So when it bakes, that butter gives the top of the top layer of potatoes like a little crispiness to it. So I'm gonna make that. I'm gonna have it timed out. So by the time it's done, I'll be able to cut a nice hunk, put it in a Tupperware container, take it to the hospital for Auntie Bill to have for lunch, and then this afternoon. Now this doesn't really take that long to make. While it's in the oven baking, see, you gotta plan ahead. Proper planning and preparation. While that's in the oven's gonna be going anyway, right? Why have to heat up the oven again? Hey, gas ain't cheap, man. You know, what are things you can do to save money? I had these in the freezer, 2 deep dish. You got a bake and serve. Nice deep dish. I'm gonna take one out, put that in the oven, bake it up, and then it's gonna cool down. And I'm gonna make chocolate pudding. My chocolate pudding cream pie. Oh yeah. Once the pie shell's cooled and the pudding's made, it goes into it, then it goes in the fridge. And it's gonna sit for a few hours to set and, you know, get nice and firm. When Auntie Bill gets in from work tonight, around 7:30, the pie will be ready to eat. Put some whipped cream on it. So Uncle Brian's gonna be doing some cooking today. What do you think? You think I should start a cooking channel too? Hey, if Jabba can do it, why can't I? What's gonna be, hey Jabba, good morning, buddy. What's gonna be next from you? You just pull this shit out of your ass and make it up as you go along. Really? How many people do you expect will believe you? I know you probably got a few. It's okay. Nothing wrong with that. But you just come up with one thing after another, after another, after another. You know, you're a master chef, you're this, you're that, you install pools, you work at garages. But, you know, the reason you're not doing too good today with the Chevy is that you forgot what you were in because it was a long time ago. You know, in 30 years in the school. And he was in a food union. Yeah, he told me that was, you know, a few things came to me, but at that time, man, I had Uncle Brian Lifter, you know, can kind of confuse me a little bit here. And I hear it, and then I don't really fully comprehend it. Then it kicks in later. And then during this fine cuisine, master chef, executive chef cooking era of his life, you know, I guess that didn't last very long, you know, before he went into 30 years of being a minivan special needs bus driver and cleaning toilets and sweeping floors as a janitor and a groundskeeper, picking up trash outside the fucking school and the property. You know, he was in a food union. Man, this guy's done everything. He's done everything. Hey, Jabba, were you a fucking exotic dancer too with Chippendales at one time? Were you? Okay, listen, I got a lot to do today. So yeah, man, oh shit. I gotta give Will. I'm almost afraid to give Will a call. The Yankees lost 2 in a row now to the Dodgers. Now they go to Yankee Stadium for 2 games. I don't know if they're playing tomorrow night. They playing tomorrow night, Monday night? Yeah, they play 2, and then I think they get a day off, then they go back to the other team's stadium. It's 2, 2, and then 1, 1, 1, depending on if it goes 7 games. I'm really not that big on that. You know, in fact, you know, it's funny shit. I gotta check to see how my Celtics did last night. I fell asleep by halftime. So anyway, I'm gonna get that dining room back in order, get it cleaned up. Uncle Brian's gonna do some cooking this afternoon. Football. I'll watch a little bit of that. You know. Have a great day. Have fun, stay safe, and we see what new occupations Jabba has been a professional at in the course of his life. As his rolling shit show train wreck of a life gets played out here on YouTube. Till next time.